This is John the Witness on the Mind Blowers channel, bringing you hardcore Bible facts. The world hates the Christ in Christmas. Happy holidays, Merry Xmas, and season's greetings is all they want you to say now. They began assaulting Christmas over 100 years ago in the early 1900s and were mainly made up of those who hate Jesus Christ and didn't want anything positive associated with his name. They did not like that the majority of the public had such a favorable view of Jesus Christ at Christmas time. They used their newspapers to build their anti-Christmas campaign. They used their companies and banks to commercialize Christmas as a distraction from Christ. They used their anti-Christ historians to smear Christmas by falsely associating pagan ancient traditions to Christmas, such as Saturnalia and other Winter Solstice rituals that have nothing to do specifically with December 25th. They falsely associated Nimrod with December 25, even though there is no conclusive evidence at all that that was his birthday, especially since the word December as a month did not exist in Nimrod's day and calendar reckoning was different. On this same note, they want you to believe that when the violent, blasphemous Nimrod died, his spirit came back and gave gifts to children, implying that this is where gift giving came from. Do you really believe that nonsense? So this very bloody, violent, and blasphemous man all of a sudden comes back as a nice guy giving gifts? Stop it. This is a lie like the rest. These same historians also taught the lie that the church added pagan elements to Christmas in order to attract and keep ancient Roman pagans in the church. This is complete nonsense, and there is absolutely no proof of this, other than their false narratives that they repeat over and over again until the lie becomes truth. The fact is, as the book of Acts shows, non-Christians were drawn in big numbers to the faith because of the astonishing preaching and miracles of Jesus and his apostles. The apostle Paul is the biggest example of how a leading antichrist later became Christian, not by force or by adopting Jewish traditions into Christianity, but by mere spiritual conviction and transformation. Jew and Gentile alike were becoming Christians in bigger and bigger numbers, so that by the time a few centuries later, the Romans decided to make Christianity the official state religion, it was a mere formality, an afterthought that officialized the obvious. The church never needed to force Christians or force the Christian faith on anyone. Why believe secular antichrist historians to tell you about your own faith? Stand on faith in Jesus Christ, not on lying men. They even convinced some Christians that December 25th was not possible because the Bible says shepherds were tending to their sheep in the open, cold weather. Yet history has shown that, in fact, shepherds tended to their sheep all year round and did not have centrally heated facilities to house their sheep in. Shepherding is an outdoor lifestyle. Of course, the Bible does not say when Jesus was born. We Christians, as children of the creator of the 7-day week and the entire calendar, can choose any day of the year to observe the life of Jesus Christ because God created every day, not Satan. We can strip the pagan junk from the celebration that the Antichrist pushed on Christmas without getting rid of the popular observance of our Savior's life. For those Christians who are so adamant that we should not celebrate Christmas because of all these false pagan rituals that got hijacked into Christmas, I say you must be consistent. How many of you call the third day of the week Tuesday, for instance? Do you know which pagan god is associated with that name? You forget that you inadvertently observe a pagan deity every day of the week and say nothing of that, yet December 25 is the one day with the name of Christ in it, yet you condemn that day. And wisdom shall be known by her children. If you condemn Christmas, then you must also condemn the pagan weekday names. You must also condemn the pagan month names, especially January, which is named after the pagan god Janus, and for which New Year's Eve is celebrated, because he is a two-faced god looking back to last year and forward to the new year. You must also condemn all cards with names dedicated to idols like Mercury and Saturn. Otherwise, it is hypocrisy. I think it is a great thing that so many people remember to reflect on the life of Jesus Christ on any day, even December 25th. For as I said earlier, God created every day of the year, not Satan. Just because Satan and his children decide to change the times and seasons by stealing days like October 31st and December 25th does not mean we cannot use those or any days to worship our King of Kings. We own the days as heirs to the kingdom. The enemy has planted pagan elements into Christmas tradition that we must indeed root out. So to clean up Christmas and bring the focus back on the reason for the season, every Christian who chooses to observe December 25th as Jesus' birthday should do the following. Get rid of Santa, aka Satan Claus. He is a distraction from Jesus, as are his reindeer. Frosty the Snowman, most Hollywood Christmas movies, all of it. Replace Christmas trees with nativity scenes. That's what I do. And as you can see today, the rulers of this world hate the nativity scene for obvious reasons and have attacked them in public settings. No more mistletoe, hanging wreaths on your doors, or burning Yule logs. You can certainly burn regular wood in the fireplace like you do for any cold winter day, but no special Yule log dedicated to pagans. Since God created the colors silver, gold, red, and green, there's nothing wrong with using these in your decorating color schemes, so long as you don't observe them with any pagan rituals. Satan did not create these colors. Satan only steals and destroys, for he never gives and never creates. Sing only Christmas carols that worship Jesus' life and birth. So Joy to the World and God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen are good ones. Songs about reindeer and, Santa Claus and all that stuff, get rid of that. Jesus is the reason for the season, and the Antichrist want to get rid of the Christ in Christmas, which is why people use Xmas. Jesus is not X, but is the Alpha and the Omega. Keep this in mind. I'm John the Witness. Stay strong in the faith of Jesus Christ. Amen.